The Bitcoin mining industry in Paraguay has collapsed essentially overnight. Why? Because the Paraguayan politicians have just enacted an energy increase that makes it pretty much impossible to mine at a profit. So this is an indirect on cryptocurrency mining in the country because they have raised rates to 6.5 cents for the mines. Obviously, they need to rent warehouses, hire people, operate. So they are selling energy now around 7.7 to 8 cents a kilowatt hour. And if you do the math, if you're running a 120 terahash machine, you are losing $2.58 a day. So it no longer is feasible to mine Bitcoin in Paraguay. Maybe if you have some super high-end hydro miners, you can do it break even, but it is just not a practical option anymore. So why did they do this? No one knows. Andy, which is the energy company, they are receiving $250 million a year from the mining industry, and that is going to zero now. The economic fallout from this is going to be immediate and severe for Paraguay. Paraguay is a very small economy. It's agricultural based. This was the one growing kind of tech industrial sector, and it is going to zero overnight. There's a lot of jobs that are going to be lost. These Andy guys, they all get bribes. They get paid to do this. That's all going to import equipment. All the taxes is going bye-bye. And then you got to bribe all these customs agents. It's very corrupt. They're losing all that money. The brokers that deliver the machines, the warehouses that rent to the mines. The economic fallout is going to be huge for the Paraguayan economy. And even if, mining companies are running black market mines, you're still hiring people. You still need to get the machines fixed. There's still a lot of investment that is going into the economy. And, it's very sad because there's still people illegally mining. Well, the people that were trying to do it legal just got put out of business. So the T is when everyone was making money, the legal miners didn't care what the illegal miners were doing. Now they are out for blood. And everyone knows where everyone's location is. So the illegal miners, it is just a matter of time because all the bitter, legal miners are going to go after them in full force. So I've talked to a lot of people in the industry over the last couple of days. Some people are trying to ship their machines to Ethiopia. You do it by air, it's $200 in shipping, it's $200 in taxes, and you're looking at S19s. Does it really pan out? I'm exploring options in Argentina and potentially Brazil. And what's very sad is Paraguay, they're doing nothing with this energy that they're not selling to the miners. So they're selling it for like 3 cents to Argentina. People are literally just going to be opening these mines on the other side of the border, and Argentina is going to get all the benefits of this. So that's going to be happening. Also, if you have a private line, what does a private line mean? It means you have direct access to a substation, which is a master, energy station in Paraguay, and you have this direct line to that station. There's no one else on it. You can still get energy at 5 cents a kilowatt hour. So we have, our partners have 9 megawatts, but the site's undeveloped. So we're hoping to move a lot of our machines and equipment to this 9 megawatt direct line and resume operations in Paraguay. But pretty much very few people have this direct line because it's very expensive because you have to do this line, the cabling, it's very expensive. Also, if you're doing crypto mining, you have to put a deposit down for each megawatt, and they charge you way more than if you're on the industrial rate. So the deposits and cash flow needed to mine in Paraguay is just astronomical, and that's why very few people can do it legally because it just takes so much money. So this is just a huge strategic blunder because in my opinion, Paraguay's got the cheap energy, stable area of the world. This had the potential to be the Bitcoin mining capital of the world. And people were just throwing money into the economy on this, and the politicians, for some reason, screwed the whole thing up. I've heard a lot of, rumors on why. I've heard one where, the old money and big controllers of the country weren't involved in making money off this, and they got jealous, and they want to shut it down, and then eventually they'll bring it back, but they're going to control everything. I just don't know why it was making everyone a lot of money. So I've talked to, a lot of people, and I think down the road, this is going to be reversed, especially as the Bitcoin price starts ripping. They're going to see how much money they're losing out on, and all the investment is going to dry up so fast there, and so many people are going to be losing money that we're getting paid. And I think they're going to see the negative consequences of this in their economy immediately. And a lot of people are losing a lot of money down there. And I asked one of the mine owners, about Penguin and Bitfarms, these huge mining operations that invested a lot of money. I'm like, hey, are they protected? Do they have direct lines? And from my understanding is the type of energy they're getting, they need to convert it twice into an energy that the machines can consume. And this conversion costs a lot of money, and not their rate is like 7 or 8 cents too. So, these massive investments into these facilities by Penguin and Bitfarms are just going to go belly up. Investors, a lot of people are going to be losing a lot of money. I know the mining community, they're fighting this tooth and nail. It's not going to happen overnight, but I do, in my gut, think in a couple months this will be reversed. Right now is a fire sale of equipment, miners, transformers. There's so many unintended consequences. It's not even funny. So Trafostor is a company there that pretty much has a monopoly on manufacturing transformers. And there's thousands of transformers from all these miners now that no one needs. So the whole transformer market's collapsed overnight. And they're not going to have any new orders because everyone's going to be trying to sell their old orders. All those jobs will be lost. I heard another story, these high tension cables that connect the mines. Some guy just imported millions of dollars for that arrived this week. He's got nowhere to sell these things. So this is going to devastate the, small Paraguayan economy, because this, whether they realize it or not, black market or not, this was contributing a lot to their economy, a lot of jobs, a lot of stuff under the table. Everything in an economy is interconnected, and then you just carve out a big chunk overnight, there's definitely going to be, severe impact. So what I'm trying to do is move these machines and equipment to the direct line, get that going. I'm also going to be exploring options in Argentina. We have mining operations that are going to be getting off the ground very shortly in Dubai. This is why we're diversifying and doing containers so we can pick up and leave, because you just don't know how governments are going to respond. And, sometimes it's not rational. So, you're going to see a lot of stuff in the news, but this is, information from on the ground, someone that's, actively mining and, operating there. So follow me for more information. This is a huge bummer. A lot of, investment was going into this. A lot of people are getting burned, and I hope the Paraguayan government reverses its policy.